Getting your week started on the right foot in the great state of Arizona, where tonight both of these teams hoped that it would have been a rematch of the National League Championship Series. Both played in the postseason. Both came up short. It's the Philadelphia Phillies. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks. And honestly, a couple of teams that are really trying to find themselves right now. Hi there, folks. We found you. This is Mark Grace. My name is Darren Sutton. Welcome back to the ballpark. And for the Diamondbacks, Daniel Hudson was supposed to start this game tonight. Little problem down here in his shoulder, has him with some discomfort. So he'll probably miss one, maybe two starts. Hudson, he's a viewer of the game, and he'll be watching Wade Miley pitch. What will he see in Wade Miley?
Well, what he's going to see is a guy that's got a lot of guts. Wade Miley is a guy he can throw in the low to mid-90s with his fastball. He's got a decent slider right behind it and a good changeup. The only thing that sometimes gets Miley into trouble is he tends to fall behind in the count, sometimes 1-0, 2-0. That can get you hurt. But Wade Miley's stuff is as major league as it gets, and he was really, really good in relief of Josh Coleman a couple of times early this year.
So you call this stuff major league. Many experts would call the Phillies offense, and I'm careful how I say this because how great they have been, but minor league. I mean, they have some key injuries. Ryan Howard, Chase Utley trying to find his way back. This is a team, though, that even some of the stars are struggling, averaging about 2.5 runs a game, and this is one of the reasons why Lee will not go tonight.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Groundhog Day because we're seeing it here so much in Arizona, but Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, the middle of the order gone. Cliff Lee, a perennial Cy Young Award candidate, no longer able to pitch tonight. And then don't forget, another guy is no longer in Philadelphia. That's Raul Ibanez. So the middle of the order of last year's Phillies that hit so well, gone.
Teams, though, they go to San Diego and San Francisco. They like to hit in this ballpark. We will see. You know what? After talking about all of what's going on, I'm promising a slugfest tonight.
Really?
The Phillies and Diamondbacks, they'll slug it out right after this.
All right.
On this evening, tonight, the first of 3 straight against the Philadelphia Phillies. Wade Miley getting his first start of the season. The lefty will go in place of Daniel Hudson, and Miley certainly hoping for more offense like the D-backs saw last night. A big second inning rally thanks to the bat of Gerardo Parra. And here's a look at last night. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and G, the Gold Glove winning outfielder, just tattoos it. His second home run shot to the pool of this season. And, you know, you talk about Gerardo Parra. He's done everything you can ask of this guy. They brought in Kubel. He didn't gripe or complain. Look what he's done in that 1 or 2 spot in the lineup, hitting .320 with 5 RBI and 6 runs compared to the rest of the lineup. You know, last year Kirk Gibson had him in the 8th spot because he really was concerned that Parra was a little overly aggressive. This year he says his patience is much, much better. And Parra certainly filling in nicely in the absence of Chris Young. So again, it's Wade Miley getting the start for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Darren Sutton and Mark Grace have the call. The roof is open at Chase Field. Back in just a bit.
JJ Putz letting Glenn Sherlock know that I'll be down there in a bit. You know, I'll come down there when I'm good and ready. And he's down there with Chris Young. We hope that he is good and ready once he comes off the disabled list. Wade Miley is on the mound. He hopes to have JJ save a victory for him. Wade in his career is 5-2 overall, though. This year, let's take a look at our numbers. Brought to you by our good friends and partners with the Arizona Ford dealership. This is the lineup he will face. Juan Pierre leads it off. It's been a nice restart for his career in Philadelphia. Placido Polanco, Jimmy Rollins, Ty Wigington is at first base. Shane Victorino is one to watch in this series. Carlos Ruiz, John Mayberry's got to get it going. Freddie Galvis, very athletic. They like his ability to play defense, and Kyle Kendrick, he bats ninth. We're talking about Miley, and again, Arizona Ford brings you the numbers. All of those numbers, Gracie, out of the bullpen. He's going to try and stretch himself out, give his team 5+ innings tonight.
Yeah, he'd love to do that, and the Diamondbacks would love to have that out of this hard-throwing left-hander. Wade Miley, certainly no stranger to pitching big games in the big leagues. Last year, down the stretch, Wade Miley won some very big games for these Diamondbacks. And the other interesting thing, Darren, is, you know, with all the talk about the quote-unquote big three down there in Mobile, nobody talked about Wade Miley, but yet here he is. He's the one starting this game in the place of Daniel Hudson.
That's twice that it happened. Nobody talked about him making the roster. Nobody talked about him starting tonight. He faces Juan Pierre, the veteran, who's having a fine year, and we are underway with strike one at the belt. You've got to play in for Juan Pierre the bunt ability that he shows. Ransom is the third baseman. He's on the grass. Pierre, high fly ball into center field. Gerardo Parra charges in. He puts it away. Pierre came in hitting .326. Defensively, Jason Kubel, Gerardo Parra, and Justin Upton. Cody Ransom, the slick fielding John McDonald at short with his old partner in Toronto, Aaron Hill. Lyle Overbay is at first, not Goldschmidt tonight, with Miguel Montero doing the catching. A couple of veterans on the corners. Lyle Overbay, he certainly can clean things up over there, a vacuum at first. And Cody Ransom, he went to hit, and that's why he's back out there. Placido Polanco.
Kirk Gibson just looking for anybody with a hot hand. He's got to find some kind of consistent attack throughout his lineup. Hadn't found it yet this year.
0-1 the count to Polanco.
Well, Wade Miley getting it and going, didn't he?
At the same time, Charlie Manuel says, are you talking about my team or Kirk Gibson's team? Because that's what's going on with my team, too. I can't find any offense.
Can't find a consistent attack anywhere. Placido Polanco, a great hitter in his career, under 200, with only 1 RBI.
The Diamondbacks have played at 64 runs this year. The league average is about 60, a little bit over. Into the catcher's mitt it goes. Good afternoon, Mr. Polanco. The Phillies have scored only 43 runs this year, 19 fewer than Arizona.
So all the Diamondback fans that have been moaning and groaning about the lack of offense, boy, try watching this every day if you're Charlie Manuel.
Great baseball man and a great hitting coach. Had all those great sluggers in the late 90s in Cleveland, as that one is high. 1-0 the count to Jimmy Rollins. And he likes to hit. I mean, that's fine that pitchers are a necessary part of the game, and he's got 3 excellent pitchers. There's a strike. But he loves to talk hit. Rollins has done some hitting. That's in his career against Arizona. He has hit in 19 consecutive against the Diamondbacks. And 7 straight games here at Chase Field. Closing in on 2,000 career hits, Rollins. Fastball, that'll do it.
He'll do just fine.
He hopes that day 2 after a bigger offensive game, he has it return again against Kyle Kendrick. Let's take a look at Kirk Gibson's starting lineup. Coming into today, minus the pitcher, Gibson had used a different lineup in every single game. Parra, Hill, Upton, Montero, Kubel, Ransom, Lyle Overbay, and John McDonald. Yes, injuries have been a part of it, But Gibson has been seeking it. 16 games in the books, 16 different starting lineups.
That's kind of what Gibby does. He likes to get everybody involved. And as we said in the top of the first inning, he's looking for some kind of consistent attack. And this is the man they're going to try to attack tonight, Mr. Kyle Kendrick. He of the big-time sinker.
He goes to work. That one misses up and away. Tell us a bit more about Kendrick, please.
Well, Kendrick's a guy that's been around a little while now. The Phillies have used him in the bullpen. They've used him as a spot starter. He's starting in spot of Cliff Lee tonight, but he's a guy that you can trust.
Parra, high fly ball sends Pierre back to the track. Leaps, he can't make the play. Hustling on around is Parra. He touches second. Big turn, not much arm and left. Off the glove of Juan Pierre. Gerardo Parra is in scoring position.
They give it a hit that'll go as a double for Gerardo Parra. And Juan Pierre really not known much for his glove out in left field, and he shows why right there. That's a play that most major league left fielders are going to make. But you got a reject button right there in the middle of the glove. Boink. Out it goes, and a leadoff double for Gerardo Parra, and just what the Diamondbacks needed. Make some noise here in the bottom of the first inning.
Well, in that lineup, Parra batting leadoff for the second consecutive game. And Arizona has really had a black hole at the top of the order. Their leadoff hitters, a .254 on base thus far this year, 27th in Major League Baseball. So something to get it going is nice.
Well, don't tell Gerardo Parra that. Yesterday with the big production, the grand slam. Today a leadoff double.
Belted down the line. To the corner it goes. That one off the wall. It's a fair ball. And it's out of here. It got over the wall and off the pole. A home run. Mr. Hill, you can go. You bet.
Angel Hernandez out at third base. It was hit on such a line. Now Placido Polanco and Jimmy Rollins are having a little conversation with Angel Hernandez. Now the umpires are going to get together. They're going to get together, and they're going to decide, well, we're probably going to get a replay here, folks. That's not a home run. I don't think that's a home run, folks.
Oh, no, goodness, no.
That is not a home run. They're going to take a look-see, and they're going to see that this is a double. And good for the umpires getting together. And even though this is a semi-bad break for the Arizona Diamondbacks, at the end of the day, you've got to get this call right, and they're going to do it.
It's tough down there in that corner. Remember, the wall steps back. We have some more looks for you.
You can see that ball does not get over the wall. And now it's a matter of, is it actually a fair ball? I mean, it's that close. And the answer is absolutely yes, it is a fair ball. And it didn't take him long to figure it out, did it? So Aaron Hill is ordered back to second base. But he'll take it. It's an RBI double. And the Diamondbacks coming out smoking here off of Kyle Kendrick.
And again, the number 1 and 2 spots in the Arizona order have done little to nothing to spark the Arizona offense this year. So it's got to feel good for that man batting leadoff. And the man at second batting in the 2 spot to spark things early. That hasn't been the case this year.
Not at all. Justin Upton now going to get a chance to hit with somebody in scoring position. Justin Upton still looking for his first RBI of the season. That seems impossible.
Well, he's not alone. There are 6 players in the game with 30 or more at bats that have not driven in a run. Justin is one of 6 remaining. As that one is over the outside corner for strike 1. Our old buddy Rod Barajas, Alexi Casilla, Niger Morgan, Ryan Rayburn, Jose Tabata, and Justin Upton. All without RBIs this year. Going to third, into the dirt, stolen base.
Well, Aaron Hill, a gutsy move, but a low throw. Polanco had to come up with it, and by the time he did, he couldn't get the tag down before Aaron Hill got to the bag. Watch the low throw from Carlos Ruiz, and that allows Aaron Hill to just get that hand in underneath. That's a good call down there. Now 2-1. Now the first RBI of the season is a freebie. It's a freebie for Justin Upton. If he just hits a little ground ball anywhere, he'll have his first RBI of the season. Sure, a home run would be sexy. Just go ahead and drive him in. And that one got his arm, I think.
Sure sounded like it. All right.
Yeah, you don't want to take your base. You want to drive him in. It looks like he got him. Tough to tell.
It sounded like it got him. That's what I was going on. 3-1. Upton fly ball right field. This should do it. He gets off the schneid. If Hill comes on down, Justin Upton, RBI number 1 of the season.
Atta boy, Justin. You didn't want that hit by pitch. You wanted to drive him in. That's got to feel good if you're Justin Upton. You're only one of the best players in the game. I'm sure he's getting some fun-loving grief down there from some of his teammates.
Good stuff for the Diamondbacks with 1 out, and they already lead the Philadelphia Phillies by a score of 2-0.
And how about Aaron Hill taking care of Justin Upton right there by stealing third base?
Miguel Montero fouls that one back. Kia Motors presents our key to the game.
Well, you're going to like this one, Darren. This one's mine.
Well, I'll decide.
Need some cream filling. All right, Miguel Montero. Oh, right in the ribs. Ouch. You want to ask me what that's all about?
I will ask you what that's all about. What is it all about?
Well, the cream filling is, we all love Oreo cookies, right?
Sure.
And we all do. Well, an Oreo cookie just isn't the same without that cream filling in the middle, right?
It'd be terrible.
Well, yeah. So we've been talking about the Diamondbacks' lack of offense because they haven't had much in the middle of the order. They haven't had that cream filling. Oh. So the lineup has kind of just been bleh, without that good, rich, creamy filling. So I'm talking about guys like Miguel Montero. I'm talking about guys like Jason Kubel, Justin Upton, guys like Ryan Roberts. He's been in the middle of the order this year. Chris Young can't do any more than he's done. He's not around anymore, so I think we need like to see a little more cream filling. So that's the key to the game. You're welcome, Kia. That was Big League Key.
I like the key to the game, but I only like it with a big glass of milk. Only like it with a big glass of milk. Want to know the count to a man who hopes to provide some of that sugary sweet filling in the middle, Jason Kubel.
You missed me yesterday, didn't you, Darren?
Want to know. 2-0 is the score, as that one is up and away. 2-0 the count. I do know this, that
some things are better left unsaid.
I do know this, that Joe Garagiola undefeated, and you're below 500.
There's the Hall of Famer. That's always a pleasure to step aside and let him come and wax nostalgic with everybody. I watched the game yesterday, and you guys were great. And yes, the Diamondbacks won.
And boy, what a Sanderson Ford Kidcaster we had as well. I mean, what a treat. The young man with Tage was incredible.
He seemed right at home.
The 2-0 is high. Kendrick doesn't look like he's showing anything with conviction.
Well, he's playing around with a cut fastball right now. And a cut fastball got Miguel Montero in the ribs. Now he's playing with it again. Now he's 3-0 on Kubel. He's a little shell-shocked out there. That's more like Kyle Kendrick, that sinker that starts just off the plate inside and comes right back to the corner. That's a big-time pitch. Let's see if he tries to do it again. Kubel should get a good pitch to hit here.
The 3-1. Belted toward the gap in left center field. It is down. Up against the wall. Run, Miguel, run. Matt Williams sends him on to the plate. The Diamondbacks lead it 3-0. perfect with a glass of milk and RBI, Jason Kubel.
Kubel starting to swing the bat really, really well here the last week and does a good job of getting a 3-1 count. And he did get a good pitch to hit a fastball away, and he just drills it right between Juan Pierre and Shane Victorino. If you get it between those two speedsters, you hit it awfully hard. So Jason Kubel with the third double of the inning.
The Phillies have been shell-shocked not just in this first inning, but in first innings all season long as Cody Ransom gets ready to go to work. Breaking ball, foul ball. Opponents this year hit close to 380 in the first inning against the Philadelphia Phillies. That's right, 380.
Golly, what's going on there?
Most runs allowed, 15. 29 hits allowed. 46 total bases. I mean, the first inning for a guy who's trying to get his hitting going, you need to get your boys in the dugout. Little number to the right side. Check the swing. And the tag will be made by veteran Ty Wigington. 3 runs already, halfway to 6. And of course, when the Diamondbacks stack up 6 runs or more, it's a very good thing, because Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with a large drink purchase from 4 to 6 the following day. Well, I know he didn't like the swing, but at least in that awkward check swing, he's got a runner on third now, Cody Ransom.
Well, Kendrick, after getting the hard stuff, and that is the cut fastball and the sinking fastball, cuffed around pretty good here in the first. He went with back-to-back off-speed pitches, breaking balls to Ransom, and worked out pretty well. That's a little cut fastball there to the outside corner.
This is what the Diamondbacks were doing a lot early in the season. It's been a sketchy situation the last week or so, but hitting early.
Well, they had Chris Young drilling pitches in the first inning.
And there you go.
It's good to see again. Paul Goldschmidt right behind CY there, getting a night off. He'll watch the veteran Overbay. A lot of room to hit the ball back up the middle. Change up.
1-2 the count on Lyle. 5 for 20 this season. He'd talk about doubles, how this club has knocked 3 of them in this inning. All you Diamondbacks fans remember when Lyle left Arizona for Milwaukee. He's got a 50 double season on his resume. He had 53 in 2004. Cut fastball is in. Tell folks what the number 50 doubles means in a season.
That's a lot. That is a whole bunch. I was fortunate enough to have a 51 double season. And honestly, Darren, it felt like I was hitting a double every single game.
Outside.
Lyle's had himself a nice, productive career.
Beautiful with the roof open. The visitors from Philadelphia, the ball club, and their traveling party wondering if it was going to open. I said, you'll be glad it does. Hot now, but the evenings will be nice. Inside, didn't get the corner. No sense in taking a whack at it if it's nowhere close. So a nice at bat there by Lyle Overbay.
And I think it wasn't the most heartbreaking thing in the world if Kyle Kendrick did walk Lyle Overbay. You've got John McDonald. He had a very good glove, but he's hitting 190, and hitting's not what has kept John McDonald in the big leagues. But one thing you know about him is he's going to give you a tough at bat as Miley's on deck. Well, that's a good feeling when you're a starting pitcher.
Yesterday, for the first time in his major league career, John McDonald was intentionally walked.
And it cost him dearly.
It cost him because Kennedy was walked. After that, and Gerardo Parra hit a grand slam home run. Good pitch. 0-2 the count on John McDonald. And he cashed in. The plate was full, and he cleaned it. He and Kennedy just managed not to swing.
Smart.
Kennedy was good with average stuff yesterday. I guess that's what winners do.
3-0.
Off the plate, 1-2 the count on John McDonald. McDonald grew up in Connecticut. Used to go, he was saying before the game, to watch Yankees play baseball, and he would watch infield, outfield. They used to take it very close to game time back in the day. He said there was nothing sweeter than watching Don Mattingly when he did his work infield, outfield. He said he's the one who inspired me just to learn to be a better defender.
Pretty good role model there.
Line drive over the head of Rollins into center field. John McDonald with an RBI. 3 runs batted in on the season. The Diamondbacks lead it 4-0 here in the first.
We just said he's going to put a tough at bat on you. He did just that. He got into an 0-2 hole and then just fought his way out of it. Laid off some close pitches and then got something he can handle up in the zone and just rips it into center field. Diamondbacks having a great start to this game.
Miley, bouncing ball, base hit right field. We're going to send him on around. Here comes Mayberry's throw to the plate with a hop. Trying to slide around over that, unable to do it. But the Diamondbacks, and out at the end of the inning after the pitcher, Miley, picked up a base hit as well. Double trouble. There were 3 in the inning. Gerardo Parra, Aaron Hill, Jason Kubel, 4-0.
A 4 spot on the Phillies in the first inning. They lead right now by a score of 4-0. Obviously, with the injury to Daniel Hudson, a lot of concern for the D-backs, not only with their starting rotation, but the effect it has on the bullpen. Talking to pitching coach Charles Nagy earlier today, he says that they have a ton of confidence in Wade Miley. Had some great starts last year, a record of 4-2. But there is some concern, and Kirk Gibson also saying there is daily discussion about not only the starting rotation, but how the bullpen stacks up. But they love the way Breslow's been throwing. So not a lot of concerns right now for the D-backs, up 4-0.
Yeah, the runs are the key and the depth in the game. And thank you, Brad. Good to have you back with us. And that he's able to show the ability to not overuse the bullpen as Ty Wigington picks on a breaking ball and grounds that one out. The well-traveled veteran on a 1-3. But the key is when you have Miley, who is a long man out of the pen, and a starter tomorrow in Cole Mentor, who hasn't been pitching deep in the games. You just don't want to burn your bullpen out. That's the key. You want to make sure you take care of your bullpen.
Well, one thing you can do to save your bullpen is get quick outs, and that's exactly what Wade Miley has done to the first 4 Phillies he's faced. He's thrown 12 pitches to get 4 outs, and that's the key. Strike number 1. Now you put these opponents in what I call swing mode.
0-1 the count on Shane Victorino. Right back to the screen. He is in swing mode. 0-2 the count to the veteran. 31 years old this year. Hawaiian native. On this road trip, which has taken Philadelphia to San Francisco, San Diego, and then here to Arizona. He is hitless in his last 8 at bats. That will do it. Strike 3, inside corner. 3 strikeouts, 5 in a row, sat down by Wade Miley. Again, giving the guys in the bullpen a break. Information purposes only. This is looking ahead, this homestand. Breslow, the innings he has thrown. Miley, of course, now in the rotation. Joe Patterson has struggled mightily, and Brad Ziegler. Yesterday, Hernandez and Putz both worked, but it was in a victory. Shaw has not worked since Saturday. So keeping an eye on how much these guys have worked, trying to pitch themselves into the off day, which is on Thursday.
Well, Wade Miley has thrown 16 pitches, folks. 16. 14 of them have been for strikes. 16 pitches, 14 strikes. Boy, talk about economical.
Just off the plate.
And throwing
Carlos
hard.
Ruiz.
94 with that fastball. Now he is bringing it.
Changeup flutters in there, stays away to the veteran Ruiz. I think many people think of Ruiz kind of as a perennial young player, as a guy who burst onto the scene with veterans. He's 33 years old. And that one has popped up to the right side. Easy enough. He puts it away. Miley steamrolling. 18 pitches thus far. Forward to Miller time later on in today's game, and it's brought to you by Miller Lite. Gerardo Parra, he doubled in the first inning. Came around to score. Everyone hit for the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks stacked up 5 hits in the first as they batted around, as that one is outside. 1-0 the count. So Kendrick works here in the second at 30 pitches. Miley has completed 2 with 18. We've already had a Fulton Holmes homer. And when it occurs, a Diamondback player knocks one out of here. Fulton Holmes donates $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. We love calling them Fulton Holmes homers. And we got all excited, then replay took that Fulton Holmes homer away, as that one is fouled off. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, a changeup. And Parra, that's the first strikeout for Kendrick of the evening.
That was a thing of beauty there, that changeup. Parra way out in front of him. We all know that Gerardo Parra, he likes to hit fastballs. And he does hit fastballs.
Aaron Hill was the one who, for a moment there, had us thinking he had hit a Fulton Holmes homer. The umpires did a nice job, brought the technology into play. You wonder why there's not more of it around baseball, because the guys got it right. It was below the foul pole, and a nice job by the men in black. As that one is outside with the changeup, 1-1. They initially, on a live play, Angel Hernandez called this a home run. They got together, and they saw this. When they saw that, they said, you know what? That's a double. And you know what? That's a single. A single for Aaron Hill. In on his knuckles, strong enough to muscle it out there. So 2 for 2 for Hill.
An inside cut fastball, and Hill just cuts it off and labels it out past Jimmy Rollins.
So again, those 1 and 2 spots in the order, which have been black holes for Arizona and Philadelphia offensively, 3 times Parra and Hill have been on combined. That moves them past the Phillies in on-base percentage in that category. Philadelphia struggling in that area as well. Upton, first RBI of the year an inning ago. Got to knock one out of here.
Chased a high cut fastball, and it was right by him.
Playing with the troublesome thumb a couple of weeks back in a slide. Placed his hand behind him just to brace himself. It was a feet-first slide. Sat for a couple of days, gave it a go. Sat for a couple of more days. I think the thought was, as close to the beginning of the weekend, was that Upton is either going to play or go on the disabled list. And he just opted to play with it uncomfortable. Hoping to have it heal. Inside, 1-1 the count. Kirk Gibson is manager. Before the game today, speaking of the MVP candidate a year ago, said, you know, he hasn't really been right even before he hurt his thumb. So playing through a little bit of pain, but didn't hit as he thought he would hit in spring training in the early parts of the season. Bouncing ball, that looks right. Base hit into left field. Good to see for Justin Upton. An RBI and now a single. His 9th hit of the year.
And it's good to see, and it's also good to hear. That bat made that Justin Upton sound. I mean, bang, right off the barrel of that bat of Justin Upton. Boy, what a pretty swing he just put on that. Head stayed right down. Weight stayed all on his back foot, and he just drilled it through the left side. You know, we hadn't heard that sound from Justin Upton's bat this year, have we, Darren?
No, not at all. Matter of fact, when he played a couple of days ago, we didn't hear it because he was swinging early out front of pitches. Montero fouls it off. Montero was hustling on around. A double by Jason Kubel. Brad, was he moving down there? Did he think he was moving quickly?
Well, as he made his way to the on-deck circle, he leaned over and asked me if I saw him running out there, and I said I could barely see him. It was like a blur, but Miggy has told us before that he's deceptively fast. I don't know if that's the case or not, but good to see him score there.
0-1 the count. Good stuff, Brad. Changeup is low.
Miguel and I are very similar. We were as fast as we needed to be.
I don't really know what that means.
No, not buying it? Okay.
1-1 the count. Base hit right field. Here we go. Matt Williams with a stop sign. This time, with one out, he stops the runner at third. Remember, Lyle Overbay was thrown out at the plate. There were 2 outs, and Hill obviously much more fleet of foot than Overbay. Good to see from Montero, though.
Just goes out and hooks it through the hole. But it's right at Mayberry, and it was struck well. And Mayberry does a good job of just coming in and hitting the cutoff man. Another opportunity for Jason Kubel, this time with the bases full of Diamondbacks. That's 8 hits already through an inning and a third for the Diamondbacks. My goodness.
Arizona with 7 hits all of yesterday, and of course a grand slam makes your offense look big. Parra with a grand slam. Again, very few pitches with conviction. He's probably thrown 2 or 3 really good changeups, maybe 2 or 3 good sinkers. The cutter has Been a really dysfunctional pitch for him. Kind of babying it up there. Big home run cut. That was a cut fastball. It was up. And Kuba will be kicking himself about that one.
Yeah, boy, you talk about that getting under your skin. I mean, he got a pitch up and in, and he got beaten by it, and you can just see he is disgusted with himself. Now a chance to win a lot of trouble here if you're Kyle Kendrick. He's already thrown 44 pitches. He needs something good to happen here.
RBI time for Cody Ransom. He rolled out to the right side. Was 2 for 3 yesterday. Hit by a pitch as well. Ransom belts it down the line. It goes into the corner. It's down. 2 Diamondbacks come on down to score, and Cody Ransom gets it done. Nearly 1,500 minor league games he has played for moments like this in the big leagues.
Well, he got a slider that hangs right in the middle of the plate, and he does what you're supposed to do with it. Blisters it down the left field line. Miguel Montero, well, not quite as fast as he needed to be on that, but 2 runs certainly score. And wisely, Matt Williams held him at third base, and boy, a chance to really kick the door in here for Lyle Overbay.
To the backstop it goes.
And good for Cody Ransom.
Absolutely. Good day yesterday. Again, we talk about him a lot because it's worth talking about. Cody Ransom, you can see the 25 career doubles. Nearly 1,500 games in the minor leagues he has played. I mean, Ransom's played more than 1,000 games in AAA alone. That pitch misses low.
And that makes that young man feel a lot better after he popped up with the bases loaded. Your team picks you up, takes care of you. Now he'll feel a lot better about things going into the rest of this contest.
Inside. I mean, Ransom is the picture of patience, too. You pull for a guy when he gets a shot and he takes advantage.
Well, here's a little fast fact for you. Cody Ransom is the only player in Major League history to play in parts of 10 Major League seasons and never has had more than 80 at-bats in any of those seasons.
Line drive left. The play is made. Pierre goes down. A great note on Cody Ransom. He picks up a clutch hit. He picks up his teammate.
That's worth repeating when we come back.
There he is. Perseverance in the minor league. A little Spider-Man look going on out there. I like it. Pitching coach talks to him. The third inning is brought to you by Miller Lite. Visit local retailers and text road trip to the Miller Taste Team at 620 620. That's your chance to win one of 3 interdivision rival flyaway trips this summer. Talking about, he has that wrist a little bit more firm, elbow a little bit higher. He does look like, as I said earlier, he's kind of babying everything up there, not really throwing many pitches with conviction. It's been a tough night for him. I mean, you honestly hope he feels all right. John Mayberry's first at bat. It has been a tough road to hoe for him. As that one is high, 1-0 the count, 7 for 40 on the year. And his manager, Charlie Manuel, saying before the game, I'd love to have him out there more often, but in order to be out there more often, he's got to start hitting. And you know what's more important? We've got to start winning.
Yeah.
Manuel saying, I'm willing to play anyone right now who's hitting. And unfortunately, John's not one of them.
A lot of talent in this young man. I mean, a lot of talent.
Line drive left. Right there. Mr. Kubel makes the play for the we were talking about how Ransom picked up Kubel. It was a nice moment.
It was. Yeah, it's a nice moment. You just pull for guys like this. I want to repeat that fact that I said. Ransom is the only player in Major League history to play in parts of 10 Major League Baseball seasons. 10. And he's never had more than 80 at-bats. I mean, that's like never playing. When you don't get 80 at-bats in a season, I mean, that's not playing at all. So, well, he just might find himself breaking his own little streak there this year if he keeps playing like that.
Freddie Galvis gets the start. He's the second baseman. Freddie is on the move. The young man out of Venezuela touches second. He will stop right there. The first hit is an extra base hit for Freddie Galvis, the starting second baseman for the Phillies.
You can see Miley none too pleased with himself. He left a fastball right in the middle of the plate. He thought Galvis might be taken all the way. Well, he wasn't. He drilled it into the gap for a double. And Kyle Kendrick going to get an opportunity to help himself.
Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Interesting moment just a second ago. I thought, Kendrick, Diamondbacks have knocked him around. Why are the Diamondbacks fans booing Kyle Kendrick? No, that's the visiting Philly fans that are here in the ballpark booing
really?
Their own pitcher. Well, that's exactly what it was.
They've been known to boo in Philadelphia.
That is it. Because, the Philly fans, they draw well when they come to town, and we love that part of it. So it wasn't Arizona fans booing Kendrick. It was Phillies fans. They're hollering at him.
You stink.
The 0-2. 1-2 the count.
It's just wrong.
I mean, you folks at home follow me. Usually the visiting player gets booed by the crowd where he's on the road.
And they have a great following, these
Love
Phillies.
Philadelphia Phillies fans. They'll just let you know about it.
Boy.
2-2 the count. A Philadelphia fan and, more important, a veteran. Thank you, sir. You can stand up and boo all you want.
He's earned the right, hasn't he?
Swing and a miss.
They just pumped a fastball right by him. 2-2. 4 strikeouts now for Wade Miley.
Left fielder Juan Pierre.
So at about 1:30 this afternoon, Juan Pierre in shorts and a Phillies red T-shirt started walking around the grass on the infield. It wasn't batting practice time. It wasn't anything time yet. Field was quiet. I asked Juan Pierre what he was doing out there at 1:30 in the afternoon. He said, I was checking the grass. He said, it's a little bit too firm for me to try and drop down a bunt. It's not good bunting grass. He said, now, it is firm enough for me to try and hit one on the ground and see if I can find a hole. That one does not find a hole, and Juan Pierre is erased. Wade Miley has faced 1 over the minimum. packs. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Beautiful night at the ballpark here at Chase Field. Brad Stanky, Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, glad to have all of you with us. And here is John McDonald, who singled in a run back in the first inning. Pitches outside to McDonald. 1-0 the count. Played his college baseball at Providence. His last 2 seasons in college. There's a strike. He was recalling today the early parts of his career making the big leagues with the Indians and taking ground balls every day with Omar Vizquel and Roberto Alomar. That one off the end of the bat. That one's down for a base hit. Oh, the man they call Johnny Mack in that locker room is 2 for 2. That's worth a smile.
Talk about Kyle Kendrick can't catch a break. Right off the very end of the bat and about just an inch or 2 over the glove of Ty Wigginton. Well, so far, Kyle Kendrick just can't get a break, and trying to see if there's any work being done down in the Philly bullpen, and so far it seems kind of quiet.
You see that correctly. Squaring the bunt, pushes it, hugging the line. There's the tag. They'll take the out. Beautiful sacrifice bunt. McDonald's in scoring position.
Nicely done, Wade Miley. Yeah, I'm not sure Ty Wigginton, he can hit, but I'm not sure you could slip a Kraft single under those feet right there when he got up in the air. It's like gravity seems to be a little stronger when he's jumping.
So Parra will try and shoot it right over his head. Now that one misses low. 1-0 the count. A ton of hits with runners in scoring position tonight. Not on the season, but tonight. That one is chopped foul. Tried to get the inside corner, didn't get it there. Every Diamondback has reached base. Every one of them. Only Lyle Overbay without a hit. Lyle walked in the first inning. That includes Wade Miley, who's got himself a base hit. Bouncer foul past Eric Young in the first base coach's box.
Diamondbacks bucking a bad trend here. Coming into tonight, the Arizona Diamondbacks were hitting 185 with runners in scoring position. 185. How about 5 for 8 tonight with runners in scoring position?
Parra, fly ball 7. Just a bluff will make him make a throw, and it's shot in there by Shane Victorino. So Gerardo Parra doubled and scored. He is now struck out and flied out to follow it up. Aaron Hill ready to go to work. A single, run scored. Double and an RBI with a run scored in the first inning. And a little more conviction to it. Pretty good pitch. 0-1 the count. A breaking ball from Kendrick. Look, this is nothing new to the right-hander. He's 27. This is his 99th career start. He's worked out of the bullpen an additional 32 times in his career. And in speaking with his manager and some of the folks who cover Kendrick, he doesn't mind being the stunt man, the guy who, with the big three and then the back end of that rotation, slides in and out of that rotation. He's fine with that.
Well, sometimes you have no choice. If you want to stay in the big leagues, this is going to be your job.
Popped up right side. Galvis and Wigington get together. It's Wigington who puts it away. Ty with the play for the out. A single stranded by the Diamondbacks. Wade Miley, good support thus far. To the Yotes. Go ahead and wrap this thing up as Placido Polanco leads it off. 1-0 the count. Struck out back in the first inning. That's a 200-hit season on his resume back in 07 with the Tigers. Change up on 1-0. And he induces a swing and a miss. Another change. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
That was an absolute dandy there from Wade Miley.
Placido with 1 extra base hit this year in 55 plate appearances. And they get on Juan Pierre for hitting singles. To the right side. That's an easy chance for Hill. And he turns it into an out. Now maybe for the Phillies it would all look differently. And for the Diamondbacks as well, if everybody was healthy. How often does that happen? Our Nissan text poll. Which injured player is most important to his team? Or other words, which one do they miss the most? A. Chris Young. B. Daniel Hudson. C. Ryan Howard. D. Cliff Lee. A, B, C, or D. 36929. I've got to think you're probably going to vote for one of the offensive players since the other 2 pitchers just went on the DL.
That guy's a perennial Cy Young candidate. It's kind of nice to give him the ball every 5th day after Roy Halladay.
It looks like, with Young looking on, that both Hudson and Lee, for right now, will probably only miss about 2 starts.
You know, Ryan Howard, an MVP, a guy that always drives in 100 or way more runs. Always hits over 30 home runs. Obviously Daniel Hudson, Chris Young. That might be one of those all of the above.
I'm told we're going to be adding E to
Are we going to?
our questions on occasion.
I think we need to.
Popped up to the right side.
Oh, what a great pitch there. Just bullying Jimmy Rollins inside with a fastball.
We noticed it last year when Miley would get starts, that fine outing he had in Washington, D.C. when the team needed him. But we've noticed Miley, he believes in his fastball. I mean, the secondary stuff is important.
There's a lot to believe in. He's throwing very hard tonight.
How hard? Well, you ask. Our CenturyLink high-speed internet, high-speed pitch. He's touched 94. Kendrick at 91. Change up on 1-0. That's a couple of times he's done that. Fall behind, throw a change up.
He's had some good belief in it. Right now, he's got everything working. He's got not only his fastball, his changeup, but his location is outstanding tonight with all pitches. Well, that one just missed. That was a good effort to the inside corner.
Ty Wigington saw this. Big nice sweeping bender.
Yeah, nice little slurvy breaking ball there.
A lot of room in left center field. Infield plays him straight up.
Another one just missing the inside corner at the knees.
25 years old, Miley. Louisiana born and raised. Fastball, beat him with it. Pitching against the Phillies for the first time, he leads it 6-0, and on 3-2 he blows him away with the fastball. Wow. 5 strikeouts for the southpaw from Louisiana. Arizona's first round pick, 43rd overall in 2008. Pitching out of the bullpen to start the season. He has really taken the bull by the horns tonight. You thought it would be a Phillies team excited to be out of the cool of the West Coast, but they have been just bullied by Wade.
And 10 base hits through 3 innings by the Arizona offense. What? Kirk Gibson's got to be loving what he's seeing, along with Don Baylor, the hitting coach.
They've been seeking a night like tonight, but many more to follow, they hope. Upton, first RBI of the year. He also singled in the second. Belts down in deep left field. RBI number 2 of the season. That's the Justin Upton we're used to seeing. A Fulton Homes homer, $150 from Fulton Homes to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association.
The first one of the year, good for Justin Upton, and when they come in bunches for Justin. And there was no doubt about this one, just a rocket about halfway up the bleachers in left field. Well, more than halfway. That's way out there on the line. That's great to see. And a forgetful evening for one Kyle Kendrick as he glumly walks off to the first base dugout.
We were looking for Justin's first RBI of the year. We had that earlier. His second run batted in came in his first home run. We're used to seeing that, aren't we, folks?
Make sure your child's car seat is both functional and properly installed.
It's right-hander David Herndon, and Miguel Montero shoots that one up and into the seats, and 0-1 the count. Herndon making his 4th appearance of the year. Last 2 appearances he has been unscored upon. 3rd time in a row he's made the Phillies opening day roster.
Good fastball there, sinking fastball right to the inside corner.
Arizona leads it 7-0. Breaking ball, and down goes Montero. Gracie, you always talk about the sound of an Upton bat when he is right.
Yeah, we heard it on the single. Let's take another good listen here. That's what Justin Upton's bats sound like. The one-arm hug there from his buddy Chris Young. That's good to see. It's good to see Justin Upton smiling. Good to see the guys on the bench smiling. There's a lot of yeah. Now get a little hip hop going between the two of them. I'll bet you. Let's see. I'll bet you they were. What do you think? What do you think Upton and Chris Young are into? I'm guessing they're probably, that's Buck Owens they're singing.
Do you think so?
Yeah. What do you think?
A little hee-haw? Is that what you think?
Well, yeah. Maybe a little Buck Owens and Roy Clark. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think that one we're going to take a ride on. Kubel, goodbye! Arizona 8, Philadelphia nothing. Fulton Homes homer, $150 to the Arizona Central Mountain Rescue Association, his 2nd as a Diamondback.
Well, this time it's Kubel's turn to have a bat make a really loud sound. This one about 2/3 of the way up in the right field bleachers, way out of here. Jason Kubel flexing his biceps and triceps, way out of here.
Cody Ransom takes inside from Herndon. The Diamondbacks with 19 home runs on the year.
If you read lips, folks, he said, "Golly."
Just like Buck Owens would
That's
say.
Doggone right.
That's exactly right. But 19 home runs. Only the Cardinals have more now in the National League. The Brewers are getting passed by the Diamondbacks in home runs. They're back to their home run hitting ways, Arizona is, as that one is outside. Philadelphia, just for the discussion, in their itty-bitty ballpark, Philadelphia has 7 home runs as a team. I think, I'm not sure, but the Dodgers' Matt Kemp may have 3 times that many.
Well, so far, Darren Sutton, there's been a lot of cream filling.
Yes,
in
there
this
has.
ball game.
You were talking about that as our key, middle of the order, filling that cookie with cream in the middle.
Yeah. The chocolate outsides are nice, you know, they serve their purpose, but it's just not near as good without that cream filling.
Ransom running hard and just in time for the out. As it was bobbled. I'm going to be real honest with you, if that's okay. I know we like honesty here. There was hardly a cookie to put any cream filling in for a little while. I mean, there really wasn't any chocolate outsides. There wasn't much of anything.
No, not much of anything.
So,
you're exactly right.
So it's good to see the cookie.
See, there we go. There's the middle of the order. Aaron Hill said, "Hey, wait a minute now. I've got a couple hits tonight too. Let me be some of that cream fill."
Hill's got a double and an RBI, nearly a home run. He singled and scored as well.
Jason Kubel quietly starting to swing it pretty good now, wouldn't you say?
Yes, and he certainly needed to get it going. Those that had seen him in the American League, you covered him a lot in a network setting, giving us a preview of what he would do. As that one is outside, 1-1 the count. But Kubel's now reached in 11 straight games. In those 11 games, he's comfortably hitting over 300 and now starting to drive the ball. Got the inside corner to Lyle.
Isn't it amazing, too, when two guys homer in the same inning, they always go and stand by each other?
Sure they do.
Like, who do you think went further? Up is probably saying, "Don't even try it. It was mine." Although Kubel's got out there a long ways.
And just as much fun to watch was Kubel's double to left center field the other way earlier. 8-0 the score. Swing and a miss, a changeup. But a couple of long balls in the inning. Justin, his first. Jason Kubel says, "I want to have some fun." Oh, you betcha. They're dancing in the dugout.
Buck Owens.
or your local dealer now. Well, the skies are bright and starry for the man on the mound. He's got all sorts of support as the fastball is low, 1-0 the count, and we don't want to lose track of how effective Wade Miley has been as he works here in the 5th inning. And let's see, 47 pitches. As the changeup is away to Shane Victorino, struck out looking in the 2nd. Right back to the screen on 2-0. Boy, you love getting misfires like that if you're Miley on 2-0. Had a pretty good pitch, though. He didn't shoot it right down Broadway.
I was going to say, he placed it down around the kneecaps on the outer third. Pretty well located there by Miley on 2-0.
Fly ball in the left center field. Parra charging will play it. And so Shane Victorino
got him off the end of the bat with a changeup on 2-1. Miley continues to, impress and then some.
And because of that, our APS Energy All-Star to open things up tonight. 4 1/3, 5 strikeouts, a single hit allowed. It was a double by Freddie Galvis, the second baseman, who picked up that double back in the 3rd inning. Ruiz off speed, strike 1. Carlos 4 hits in his last 19 at bats. Breaking ball, big swing, but he came up empty. Last few years, his body's betraying him a little bit. He's battled injuries. Diamondbacks didn't see him quite as much as they thought they would last year because of that. As that one goes into the dirt. And that's just fine by Arizona, really, and it's good that Miley's handling him because he came in 15 of his last 30 against Arizona pitching. Remember last year and the year before when healthy, he tore Arizona up.
Good elevated fastball that time. Very tardy was the bat of Carlos Ruiz. Turned himself into a good frontline catcher, hadn't he, Carlos Ruiz?
Took him a while grinding through the minors. He's 33 now. Change up, strike 3. That'll do it with a tag. 6 strikeouts.
Change up or breaking ball? Let's see.
Hard to tell. It might have been a breaking ball.
Whatever it was good.
And that's good. That's really good.
Golly.
Right there.
Yeah, get comfy out there, boys. Not going to need you for a while.
Fastball 1-0 the count to John Mayberry. Line to left field back in the 3rd inning. Father, a very respectable major league career in Kansas City, where John was born. John went on to play his college baseball at Stanford. Fastball fouled back down below us. 2-1 the count.
Well, it's my birthday. I can't get a ball here. Well.
And he can't get a ball down there. Rolls right by Ransom. Mayberry is in. He has got a double. And that snaps an 0 for his last 13. They've been trying to get him going.
As we said, there is a lot of talent in John Mayberry. He got a fastball in, just got it past a diving Cody Ransom.
He's got 97 major league hits now. Nearly half of them have been extra base hits.
He's a big, wiry rascal. Good change up for strike 1.
And that's why we were asking Freddie Gonzalez when he was in with the Atlanta Braves how a guy who's tall and lanky like Freddie Freeman, if you remember the first baseman, can keep his swing short and compact. You see a guy like Mayberry, it's a great example of how many moving parts usually go into a tall guy's swing. Freddie Freeman, who turned out, by the way, to be the National League Player of the Week.
Not surprising.
Breaking ball rolled foul. Freddie Galvis has a 1-2 count.
Good breaking ball down in the zone to jump ahead 1-2 by Miley.
Saw a smile there on the face of Kirk Gibson for a moment when we peeked in. Trying to dodge that foul ball. Fastball hit his spot, didn't he?
He wanted it up there. He got it somehow, some way. Galvis was able to just nick it and stay alive.
With Chase Utley on the men, Galvis, who had played shortstop his entire minor league career, as that one is fouled off into the seats. Started his work on the other side of the middle infield in spring training of this season. Galvis 523 games at short in the minor league, 1 at third, never at second. But Jimmy Rollins plays short. They need someone for Chase Utley right now. Into the dirt, 2-2. Utley was taking ground balls and also batting practice today, trying to find his way back. His manager, Charlie Emanuel, was noting he looks bigger and stronger in his base and in his legs than he has in a long time. He said he looks in great shape. We just need to get him back out there. Breaking ball, bounced that one foul. Two and two. "66 pitches, 46 of them strikes." Fly ball off the end of the bat, going on. Back to put it away is McDonald. So gather up your co-workers, your teams, your family, head on out to Chase Field to cheer on the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks game in a group. It has its perks. Discounted tickets, no taxes or fees. Call 602-462-4600 or visit dbacks.com/groups. Group tickets, even recognition on the scoreboard as well.
Which is never a bad thing.
Heck no.
Take a snapshot of it.
Oh,
Tell all your friends,
count.
look, I'm big league.
Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count, John McDonald. This homestand wraps up on Wednesday. Emphasis on day baseball, and that great matinee pricing, like when you go to a matinee movie. Wednesday, make some plans and enjoy some pretty big discounts on a day baseball game against the Philadelphia Phillies. Into the dirt it goes. John will have to run it out. And in time for the out. McDonald is still 2 for 3 on the afternoon and evening. Our trivia question, it's brought to you by AT&T, and it reads, who won the 2008 World Series MVP award? It was Philadelphia. They defeated Tampa. Yes, they defeated Tampa, trying to remember. Well, you know who had a good series, but he was on the losing side, as that one is nubbed foul. And some stolen bases in the rain, and was Justin's brother BJ, but he was on the losing squad, right. So I don't think he would earn the award on the losing squad. BJ had a good series. It's a good question. Gets you thinking back. MVP, Gracie, 08 World Series. It's bad weather in Philly.
Awful. Playing in the sleet.
1 and 2.
I was doing those games, and it was a bit brisk.
Was it? Let's see who hit well then. Who's coming into your mind there? Over the inside corner. That's strike 3. How about?
I remember Joe Blanton hitting a home run and winning the game. I didn't guess Joe Blanton. I just.
Right. We'll make it clear when it's a real guess.
Yeah.
Here's Gerardo Parra. Parra takes a pitch that dives low. Good breaking ball, but it missed. He hit one yesterday.
He hit a big one, didn't he?
Big grand slam home run, the first of his career. That pitch is low. How about, I'm thinking about this one. 2-0 the count. I think I've got it. Parra rolls that one. That's a fair ball. And he beats him to the bag. I'm going to go with the man that plays a good center field for those Philadelphia Phillies. How about Shane Victorino? We'll find out when we come back. I think that's who it is.
It's time for the Max Luggage Break.
Air conditioning and the battle underneath. Coyotes back of the net. They light the lamp. The Yotes lead it by a score of 2-0 on top of Chicago. Trying to take down the Blackhawks and put this series to bed. We'll keep you up to date as David Herndon leads it off.
Darren, why'd you throw popcorn all over me?
I didn't mean to throw it on you. I apologize. I made a mess.
Yes, you did. You meant every bit of throwing it all over me.
I'm tired of the little race they have here with you in it. That one is a strike. 0-2 the count. I'm waiting there, showing you on the thing, and you're throwing napkins to the people. Pitch is high. That was during the Racing Gracie's race.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, there's Randy and Maddie and Gonzo.
I don't care about any of them, quite honestly.
Gracie.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Herndon. Let me be real honest with you folks. I mean, I try to be honest, and there are times we may spin the stats to make the team look a little better. Let's be truthful, but sick and tired of you losing. I mean, it's not funny at all, and it's but it's
try
not
being
funny.
Me. And I'm sick of you having to throw popcorn all over me.
That was kind of in protest of the race. I'll help you pick it up after.
Popcorn everywhere.
Here is Juan Pierre. That pitch is outside. 1-0 the count. And for Miley, 7 strikeouts, a career high. That kind of night. As that one is lined into the seats, it goes. Here's the deal with Miley. 11 games, 7 starts coming in. Well below league average as far as strikeouts. Wasn't really a strikeout pitcher at all in the major leagues.
No.
Through strikes, but not a strikeout pitcher. Inside.
Well, he just missed. Good effort there. Trying to get to the inside corner.
Pierre hard on the ground, but Overbay vacuums it right up to the bag. And Juan Pierre is not 1 for 3. He's 0 for 3. And this is Miley coming into a better pitcher on the road. As he now goes to work. Some uncharted territory. This is also the 3rd time through the order for Wade Miley. It's a Phillies team that is. That one is shot down the line, and it's a foul ball. It's unique to see how mightily they are struggling.
Red Ziegler getting loose. Wade Miley's only thrown 76 pitches. I would imagine they're thinking about probably replacing him, but I'll tell you what, when a guy's throwing like this, I ain't taking him out of the game. And I know the big picture is you got to save him and whatnot. But if he's still got great stuff and he still feels good, I got no qualms at all with running back out there again if he displaces Polanco here anytime soon.
Through 7 innings in Colorado last September the 5th in a win. 7 innings is his career high in an outing. 91 pitches in that game. That's a pretty good pitch. It's called a ball high. A changeup there on 2-1.
Like you said, it looked like a pretty good pitch. Didn't get the call. And didn't get it again.
You want to know why he's having a good night? That's the first walk. That's why you're having a good night.
And that's why you got your career high in strikeouts, because you've been throwing strike 1 all night prior to that. Let's see if he can find a way to get through Jimmy Rollins, who struck out and popped up off of Miley tonight.
Out front, off-speed pitch, popped him up. Ransom, great communication there. He puts it away. Wade Miley through 6. Fabulous.
responsibility.
All Diamondbacks to this point, 8-0 the score. Aaron Hill leads it off. Wade Miley the story, even though Arizona has broken out offensively. None of it really has any sort of a great look without Wade Miley. He sits in the dugout. He had kind of been the stunt double for Josh Colmenter, who stands to his left, pitching in relief behind him. Miley's spot nowhere near due up. So we'll see what decision they have made or going to make on Miley. Breaking ball bounced foul. This is a moment ago, I believe.
I'm done. Yeah, that must mean he's done. Yep, Ziegler. But as of right now, no one throwing in the bullpen.
Absolutely.
No one.
Yeah,
now, we saw Ziegler throw in the last inning. But right now, peace and quiet out there. With, looks like David Hernandez guarding the door. He's kind of acting like he's still in the ballgame.
Yes, he is. That one is rolled foul.
Yeah. Warm and cozy out there.
Pulls the pitch away, middle of the diamond. Jimmy Rollins ranges and fires. Nice play by the veteran. Well, you want to have some fun? Head out here to the ballpark and find Kachinko. It's brought to you by Gila River Casinos. It's the interactive kiosk near Section 111 during regular season home games. It's fun with a capital fun. Kachinko. Gila River Casinos. Change your life.
Really?
Here's Justin Upton. What a night he has had. Pitches outside.
There's that cream filling right there. How about the middle of the order?
Upton lines it to left. Juan Pierre makes the play. Hit it hard. It's interesting because in the first inning he was hit by a pitch. I'm convinced he was hit by a pitch that was inside. There was a runner at third. Aaron Hill had stolen third base, but it just nicked him. He did not ask to go to first base. He did not even argue. Instead, he wanted to stay in and hit.
And hit a nice little fly ball to right for a sac fly. So it's good to see Justin smile. Now Ziegler's starting to throw.
Oh, on the count, Miguel Montero. So now with Ziegler throwing, Miley, that line will be closing it. The book in a minute. 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. And a 1.84 season ERA. Curveball is outside. Arizona with 4 runs in the first inning. In the first inning, no homers, but 3 doubles. Another big double in the second inning. And then a pair of homers in the fourth. The home runs tonight, Justin Upton and Jason Kubel. Kubel with also a double and an RBI, and Cody Ransom had a nice moment again. He doubled in a pair in the second after Kubel had popped up in the infield with a chance to drive in runs.
For me, that's the hit of the game right there.
Cody Ransom's double?
Yes. That was the one that kind of broke the backs of the Philadelphia Phillies and Kyle Kendrick.
Well, you get a pop-up for the second out, and you have the bases loaded, and you're thinking, well, it's 4-0. maybe we get out of this and fight back, and then that double came.
That's exactly right, especially with 2 outs.
Montero, foul ball.
Who was that missed that ball out there, Darren?
Not sure. We're looking over here. Nope. I don't know. And there's the other guy. Montero through the hole. That's a base hit.
So we don't have our Gold Glovers up here, huh?
There's usually a sheet that's handed out, and well, you know what? I'll say I lost it. I'll take the blame for it. It's my fault.
Scott Snyder, our trusty statistician tonight, usually our stage manager, having another tough year.
Here is Kubel. I've got to say in defense, though, that Cody Ransom note he slid your way was pretty good.
That was all me.
Oh, you researched that. Okay.
That was all me.
Just wanted to double check that.
Oh, I'm teasing. Scotty's one of our. We wouldn't do what we do without Scott Snyder. He knows that.
You might want to get a shot of him here in the booth. 1-1 the count.
He loves that. Ah, there's Studley.
Pitch is low. 2-1 the count. If we can get a triple here out of Kubel, you'll have a reason to watch later on.
He'd be a single away from
Just
the cycle,
a single.
wouldn't it?
I can't hope for a triple
All right,
later.
What do you think the over-under this year is going to be for Jason Kubel triples?
2.
2? I'm saying 1.
Okay. Down the line it goes. Into the corner. Seaver rattles around. It kind of dies out there. Matt Williams, a late stop sign. It wasn't late. It was Montero late in picking him up. Matt almost stood in front of him and grabbed it.
Well, I think Matty might be a little gun shy after getting Lyle over, but it looked to me like Montero could have easily scored right there. But I don't think in an 8-0 game that he wants his everyday catcher involved in maybe a play at the plate.
So 2 outs.
Jason Kubel smashing the baseball tonight.
Incredible night tonight. A pair of doubles and a long ball.
And he's going to be one of the guys that's going to be dependent on here until Chris Young gets back. I mean, everybody is, Darren, but I'm telling you, it's that cream filling. Upton, Kubel, Montero. Those are the guys that are going to be looked to drive in the big runs. And they've certainly done that tonight.
Outside, 2-0 the count. You have a couple of good nights early in the season and things change. Kubel, after that double, is hitting .294 now on the season. Ransom had what Gracie called the hit of the night. A double in the second inning, driving in a pair. Breaking ball is low. Three and 1 the count. Miley shut out baseball through 6. on the corner. 3-2 the count. Used his changeup very effectively when he needed to tonight. Really well. Pitch is high. It's ball 4. That arm starting to drag underneath the ball. Bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Looks like Charlie's going to make a move. We love Charlie Manuel. And if you ever get a chance to meet this man, you're going to be happy you did. He's making a move, and all Diamondbacks tonight.
Arizona fan, which player do you want to see back soonest? I'm sure Phillies fans would change this vote. More important to his team, you think Chris Young with the start he had. They haven't seen Ryan Howard at all this year, and Cliff Lee and Daniel Hudson both just missing tonight's start so far. And so Chris Young as Joe Savory, the first-round pick out of Rice University, takes the baseball, and he goes to work. Just a sip of coffee into the big leagues last year, 4 appearances this year. He's here to stay on the opening day roster. Lyle's the Lone Ranger without a base hit tonight. Now he's been on, which is good. Reached with a walk in the first inning.
He's peeking in the candy store, huh?
That's exactly right.
Lined out to left field and struck out.
High pop up, long run, Pierre heading into the corner, and he runs out of space. Bases full of Diamondbacks. Breaking ball, fouled it off, just pulled the trigger on a pitch that was up in the zone. The Dodgers lead the Braves 3-1. That game's in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Matt Kemp, he's only walked tonight.
He hasn't homered.
He hasn't homered yet.
Well, he's kind of having a Paul Goldschmidt AA season going, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Inside 1-2 the count. If you've kept an eye at all on the meteoric start for the Dodgers, obviously maybe tailing off at some point, but Matt Kemp, who knows? Matt's got 9 home runs this year. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Lyle Overbay. Wade Miley, fun to watch him work tonight in a pinch. I'd imagine we'll see him again soon.
Miley in the pitch.
And welcome back to D-backs baseball. An incredibly effective outing tonight and a pinch start for Wade Miley as he goes 6 innings, gives up just 2 hits and no earned runs. Before the game, Kirk Gibson asked what he expected out of Miley, and he jokingly said a shutout, but that's exactly what he got. Not only good for tonight, but also good for tomorrow because it really saves the bullpen. Josh Comenter has struggled just a bit, so all good right now, and great to see Justin Upton breaking out of his slide. We'll hopefully talk to him as soon as this game is done. Guys, back to you.
Like it, Brad. Good stuff. Looking forward to that after the game. Brad Ziegler hopes to work quickly and throw strikes. It's been a good year. 6 innings, 1 run allowed. As he tries to paint the outside corner but misses outside. Ziegler also, this is a clean inning, but he's also inherited 6 runners this year and just 1 have scored. Ground ball, base hit, center field, Ty Wigginton. Boy, they are thrilled to see anybody out there not named Wade Miley.
How good was Wade Miley tonight? 2 hits through 6 innings. Just so impressive.
The score 8-0. Overbase says, you know what? I'm going to play behind him with Victorino hitting. So Lyle is back. They play Victorino, the switch hitter, to pull as he takes inside. Strike 1 on the corner. Ground ball could be 2. Little flip. That was pretty to watch. My goodness, can you tell those two have worked together for a while?
That was pretty slick. I thought John McDonald may just take that himself. It looked like that was probably the easier play, but it's hit hard. And you just think he'll step on it, but he flips, and then that was purdy, as they say in the Deep South. Nicely done by the 2 guys that are, well, they're not from anywhere near the Deep South.
Here is Carlos Ruiz. Fly ball right field. Upton going back. Justin's got room. A very quick inning by the right-handed hurler. Back of the ballpark, Brett Stanky, Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, and we trust it to this point in the evening. Our evening has been a good one. Big offensive night for Arizona, as they just mentioned. Wade Miley with 6 shutout innings. John McDonald's pitched into the fun. He digs in. But everyone has been able to pitch in, and everyone has reached. 4-run first, a pair of runs in the second, 2 home runs in the fourth for 2 more runs to make it 8-0. Talking about earlier, McDonald, when he broke into the big leagues in '99, was with that Indians team that slugged the baseball, but also had a couple of pretty good middle infielders in Alomar and Vizquel. As McDonald hits a high fly ball, well struck into left center field. Toward the gap it goes. Have a night. Picking him up and putting him down. He'll stop right there with the double. A 3-hit night for John McDonald.
Well, John McDonald put a charge into it, and he caught those 2 speedy outfielders, Pierre and Victorino, playing awfully shallow. And because of that, this high fly ball lands right between them on the outfield grass. And John McDonald, as you said, the 3rd hit of the night, and the Diamondbacks just continue to pour it on.
Ryan Roberts is called upon to pinch hit. McDonald's career high hits in a contest is 4. Back in 2004, he had 4 hits in a game. He's got 3 tonight. It's been a tough go of it for Roberts, just 2 of 20 on this homestand. In the last couple of days, Kirk Gibson giving him a blow. Cody Ransom has taken advantage of the opportunity. The left-hander Savory deals it. It's high. 3-0 the count. Our Geico quote of the contest comes from manager Kirk Gibson, and it speaks to Roberts and his mates. They're pushing very hard. Guys care a lot. Probably a little too much, and they're getting too frustrated with the results. Bloomquist and Roberts is who he was speaking of. 3-1. Broke his bat, ground ball, surrounding it, and on across. In time for the out, Galvis makes the play.
You got some good news for us, don't you,
The
Darren?
Coyotes have advanced. The celebration in Chicago, round 1 in the rearview mirror. They will move on. And excited to have the next round here in the great state of Arizona. Beating the Blackhawks 4-0. Pitching a shutout. Since moving to Phoenix in '96-97, the first time they will play on. Yeah, you bet. That's great.
Well, you have to love that for one Shane Doan, don't you? Good for Shane. Good for all of them, but especially Shane Doan. He's been through a lot out here.
That one clanks away from Ruiz. The throw into the dirt, and runner moving up.
That'll go as a pass ball from Carlos Ruiz. Looks like this ball he just flat out missed it.
One 1-0 the count on Parra. Breaking ball, fly ball, left field. Pierre onto the warning track. Hauls that one in. That will drive a run in. Arizona leads it 9-0. And for Parra, RBI number 7 on the campaign.
Second baseman, Aaron Hill.
There he is. The big old Gerardo Parra bucket head out there. Diamondbacks were a team that couldn't buy a double. A couple of extra bases coming in. They were near the bottom of the league. They've moved up to 5th with all the doubles they've hit tonight. 6 doubles on the evening. Now 5th best team in the National League. They were 14th coming in.
Good pitch right there to the outside corner.
The 0-2. Into the dirt it goes. Blocked up. Well, Cody Ransom having a heck of a night, huh? Having a heck of a couple of days.
Well, you banged out 15 hits through 7 innings. Just about everybody's having a big night. Yeah, it's good to see Cody Ransom. They needed a shot in the arm. Maybe he's, after last night, going 2 for 3. They might have found somebody that can get hot. I'm just really happy about that cream filling tonight. It's all about the key to the game, the Kia key to the game. Yep. You're welcome, Kia.
That one is rolled foul. Anyway, moving on.
I finally got Darren out of the key to the game. Good things started happening.
For the Diamondbacks, the most hits, the most runs, the most doubles they have had in a game highs all season long. Plus Jonathan Albaladejo is warming in the bullpen as well. The 2-2. Bouncing ball flagged out there by Blanco. On across in time for the out. Van Halen bringing us back. That's always a good thing. A night to rock for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
They've played about a perfect baseball game through 7 innings, wouldn't you say?
Yes. So far, so good. We get to know Jonathan Albaladejo. He goes to work, the right-hander.
Well, they call him iChart.
Because there's a lot going on there.
There's a lot going on between those two names.
Pitched last year professionally in Japan. Had a fine year out of the bullpen. A 2.45 ERA. Started the year down in AAA Reno for Arizona. And the first pitch sails inside. 1-0 the count. Has seen Major League time with Washington and the Yankees.
Just nice and smooth, 90 miles an hour for the big fella. Nice pitch there, whatever that was.
Looked like he pulled the string on it.
Change up or a split finger or something. It just dipped right to the outside corner. Nicely done.
Began his professional career in 2001 when he was drafted by the Pirates.
Whoa, goodness gracious. And he uncorked a nostril ball right there. I mean, right at your nostrils. Goodness gracious. Obviously no intent there. But that is scary.
Two right there, outside corner, strike three, 91 miles an hour.
Kind of set up by that nostril ball, wasn't it?
No, you're exactly right. Let's answer our AT&T trivia question. Good question about the World Series. Is it a pitcher? Cole Hamels. Pitched fabulous in that postseason.
Yeah, he did a good job, but I always think it should have gone to a position player.
0-1 the count. I know you do. Baladejo fires. Driven, right field. Galvis sends up to back. Justin runs it down.
One of the things you cannot teach or coach is speed. And Justin Upton turns it on, makes a nice play, and fortunately had enough time to brace himself and not hit the wall too hard. We've seen enough of those walls here at Chase Field. The outfielders, nice play there by Upton.
Folks enjoying the contest tonight at the RamsTruck.tv pool. It's the Phillies, it's the Diamondbacks.
Another sellout out there at the Rams Truck TV pool.
Always is. Pete Orr came on defensively an inning ago. It's his first at bat as he takes outside. 1-0 the count. Part of a double switch. Pitcher's spot moved into the 3 slot in the order. Or played last inning at second base. And he gives it a ride. Upton on the move again. Can't get to that one. Or flying around, and the one-time Atlanta Brave with a double.
Fastball in. He just rips it this time. Justin not quite able to get over there and cut it off. So a 2-out RBI situation here for Juan Pierre. He's 0 for 3.
(2,035) career hits for Juan Pierre. 34 years old. One and 0 the count. A lot of singles and a lot of stolen bases in his very blue-collar career. Over 500 stolen bases.
It's not a very good career.
Loops that one in the left. Going to send a runner on around. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag. He holds on. Out at the plate.
Jason Kubel starting to show a very good, strong, accurate arm out and left. Dan Uggla found out last night at second base. Pete Orr just found out tonight at home plate. And a little introduction. Good stuff.
by our good friends with the Miller Brewing Company. A great night for Justin Upton. His first RBI, his first home run, a fine defensive play. And with the score 9-0, he will settle in with his buddy and he will give way to a pinch hitter. Justin Upton will look on, and A.J. Pollock will receive the assignment. The young man still looking for his first hit in the major leagues, hitless in 12 at-bats. And he takes low. Jose Contreras, 40 years old, the right-hander, Cuban-born.
What?
What happened? He's from
Did
Cuba.
Did you just say he's 40?
Well, that's what the roster says here.
He's 90.
The 1-0. Off the end of the bat, 1-1 the count. Can we send out some positive thoughts as we show the numbers for Contreras, for Pollock?
AJ needs some positivity. Come on, folks. Think good thoughts for young AJ Pollock. Think a meadow with a puppy.
Mom and Dad are looking on, I'll tell you that. Into the dirt, 2-1 the count. Whatever you want to think of to be positive.
Maybe a litter of puppies, just crawling all over you in a meadow. Maybe you got a couple of dog biscuits for them.
The 2-1.
Love you.
Off the end of the bat. Major League base hit number 1 for A.J. Pollock.
Throw that ball out. Congratulations, young man. All right. What a thrill that's got to be. Congratulations, young man. Hopefully that's the first of, at least a couple thousand.
A.J. Pollock is on the board. Connecticut born and raised. He played his college baseball at Notre Dame, and he's got his first major league hit. Henry Blanco digs in. A little number rolled out to short. Pollock with a chance to slide hard. He does, but they turn it over. Henry Blanco. Quick double play. Let's see AJ's mom and dad.
Nice going, young man. Good for you.
Good. Now he can go back to Connecticut.
Now he can get back to sleeping at night.
He got the shades on. Maybe a little emotional moment, or is he just feeling good about himself now?
Hiding some tears of joy. I don't know.
I think it could be.
And good for him if it is.
So they'll head to the airport after this one and catch the red eye back to
Connecticut. He's missing work. Friends don't like him anymore.
They moved into an extended stay condo.
A month worth of papers are out on the driveway. Dog hadn't been let in forever. Good for you, young man.
It's just unique to see the mom and dad. They have stayed loyal and true to their son, and it's been awesome.
Well,
they
Darren,
caught a morning flight.
You wouldn't change a thing about it either.
I'd be the same way. You and I'd be the same way.
I wouldn't care if it was.
You and I'd be missing games that we worked with one another.
Exactly. Sorry, I got to wait for my son to get a hit, and good for them.
Telephones are blowing up.
Brother's loving it. He's missing school and all that stuff. Well, the good night continues for Jason Kubel. He draws a walk.
Third baseman, Cody Ransom.
Here's Cody Ransom. Cody says, "You kidding me? That's nothing." Try waiting thousands of games. Try playing for a decade in the minor leagues. Swing and a miss. There's that one. Kubel, by the way, tying a career high extra base hits in a game tonight, as he waits out there at first. 3 extra base hits, a couple of doubles, and a homer. Cody doubled in a pair back in the second inning. Outside. Same 2 teams tomorrow. Josh Colmenter against Vance Worley. Both those pitchers were right there on the second stages of the Rookie of the Year race, and they will battle together one another. Pitch misses outside. You know, talk about the unique things that Ransom's been a part of. He's the first player in Yankees history. He was a Yankee call-up back and forth for several years, to homer in his first 2 plate appearances in August of 08. 17th and the 22nd of August of 08 in Yankee history. He also made the final putout in the history of Old Yankee Stadium. As that one is popped foul up above us. That was a game against the Orioles, and Ransom was playing first base. Remember when Alex Rodriguez battled injuries in 09, Cody Ransom played third for him opening day the very next year. The 3-2. Did he on a breaking ball? Yes, he did. But good news, A.J. Pollock. Time to celebrate. He had waited a dozen Major League at-bats for big league hit number 1. Right off the end of the bat, the man out of Notre Dame, he has got it. Mom and Dad are heading to a red eye. The trade, Dodge Ram trucks. Talking about a big arm in left. We know Parra has one, but how about the man Jason Kubel? 4 outfield assists. And by the way, those 4 outfield assists tie him with Josh Reddick for the Major League lead. Kubel, tools of the trade. Dodge Ram trucks brings it to you. As Joe Patterson inside corner. 1-1 the count. 4 assists from the outfield.
He's got a very strong, accurate arm. He doesn't get to the ball as fast as Gerardo Parra, but once he gets it, He gets it. He gets it to where it needs to be, and he delivers it with some velocity. And that was a bullet right on the money. We saw him make a good throw at second base yesterday to cut down Dan Uggla, trying to stretch a single into a double. Might be time to start thinking about Jason Kubel as maybe getting a Gold Glove.
1-2 the count.
Might have got ahead of myself there a little bit, folks.
Next thing you know, you'll be saying us and we.
That's not going to happen. That I promise.
There's your Gold Glover.
And that's well deserved.
Off the end of the bat, it's fouled off. You saw A.J. Pollock a moment ago. Patterson, it's been a tough go of it. Last two outings specifically. In his last two outings, he's allowed 5 runs overall and has struggled in the strike zone, throwing consistent strikes. So we'll do it again. It was against the Braves. He went an inning 4 days ago, gave up 3 runs. And the very next day, tried to back out there. Didn't get anybody out. Gave up 4 hits and 2 more runs. Line drive. That one is down. Placido Polanco.
You better stay at first base, Placido. Another bullet back into the infield from Jason Kubel.
There it is, Gracie.
He's throwing from short left, but it is one hop right on the button. And Pete Orr can run. He can run. Nice little elbow to the face there for Miguel Montero. But that's not a problem.
Well, Pete Orr's still playing the game.
Yeah, nothing. He's trying to be safe. Wasn't quite a elbow like Meta World Peace, but it was still a rock solid elbow.
Well, the difference was Montero was expecting it. Mr. Harden was not. High fly ball into left center field park. It'll get on by him. Lance Nix hustling on around. They'll wheel him on around to the plate. Placido Polanco, he will score. 9-1. That breaks up the shutout. The Phillies fans that have hung around and been dying for something to cheer about, now they do cheer. And the veteran Nix with a double and an RBI. Arizona 9, Philadelphia 1.
You have to be concerned now for Joe Patterson. It's one thing for him to give up hits to right-handers. He's a left-handed specialist, but now he's starting to really struggle against left-handed hitters, and that's concerning. It's very concerning.
You look back at Joe Patterson a season ago and the work that he did.
He was terrific.
That one is inside. Last year, left-handers hit .205 against Patterson. Righties still just .255. As that one is inside. Joe, here at home last year, had a .279 ERA. In Joe's first 11 games, he didn't give up an earned run. That is 0. Chopper, middle of the diamond, charging. McDonald can't get it out of the glove. Tough break there for Patterson. When it rains, it pours. That's an infield hit. Nothing really that John McDonald could have done.
Yeah, I think John got a little too slick with that when he had a little more time than he thought. Wigginton does not run well. He had plenty of time to make this play, but he tried to make the quick exchange, and I think he had a little bit more time to play with that one. But it goes as a base hit.
Here's Shane Victorino. Nowhere close. He hops out of the way, and Patterson scuffling to find home plate.
And that's going to get Craig Breslow up, which is too bad. Breslow's been used a lot lately. Aaron Hill came in with some words of encouragement for Aaron Hill. You got an 8-run lead. You just got to make sure you see if they can hit it at somebody.
High fly ball, well struck left field. Kuba goes back. It's out of here.
Hey, you hit it at somebody, all right. A fan in the left field seats. Fastball down the middle. Boom. Way out of here to left field. Well, you hope that 3-run homer is a rally killer. Now you just wipe the slate clean, start over if you're Joe Patterson.
That pitch is inside. It's funny, going into this inning, the 3, 4, 5 in the Phillies order had done nothing. You were talking about Oreo cookies and cream fillings. The middle of the order for the Phillies were 1 for 9 coming in. This inning, they're 3 for 3. It's been a different inning for the Philadelphia Phillies. And they're cookie makers, if you will. 2-1 the count. When you think of all the big outs that he was able to get last year. Prince Fielder knows Joe Patterson's name. Got some big strikeouts. Picked up a save when J.J. Putz was unable to go. That one is crushed. Right center field. Parr going back, and that one is gone. Kirk Gibson, this is the last thing he wanted to do. And it may be the last time for a while he speaks with Joe Patterson on the mound in the major leagues.
at bat12 for your iPhone, your iPad, your Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, get pitch tracking, get video highlights, and more. Text at bat to 31826 or visit dbacks.com for details. A shell-shocked bunch of fans right now.
Greg Breslow takes over, looks to put this one to bed for Patterson. 21 pitches, 5 hits, a pair of home runs, and a double. Breslow has really fought his way through it nicely this year. 6 appearances, nothing. Opponents hitting just 191 against him. Last time out, 3 days ago against Atlanta, 2 1/3, stretched it out. Gave up just 1 hit, and of course it was scoreless. The left-hander out of Yale fires strike one over the inside corner to John Mayberry. The Phillies fans that have remained here at the ballpark, and they put on a nice showing tonight, are making some noise. They've got something to cheer about this inning.
Well, what you're doing is you're just instilling confidence in a team that's in the doldrums right now offensively. Well, them coming out and putting up 5 straight runs without even an out. I mean, this team, and you noticed it as well, Darren, after about the 3rd inning, they couldn't get their at-bats over with quick enough. I mean, they were making... They had thrown in the towel. Now, boy, not only is this game not over, but boy, they got a lot to build on. A lot of confidence coming into tomorrow's game.
Tough to see for the young southpaw of Oregon State. In on the hands, popped up, long run, foul ball.
We'll get the first bobblehead of the year in a set of 5 this season. Be here on Saturday, May 26th, before the D-backs and Brewers. First 20,000 fans going to get a J.J. Putz bobblehead. The number to call is 602-514-8400 or visit dbacks.com/tickets.
One and 2, the count to Mayberry.
Boy, how did he lay off that good changeup there from Breslow?
Bouncing ball off his glove, knocks it down. McDonald can't make the play.
Now, once again, I think Johnny McDonald he could have gloved that and made the play, but instead, that's going to go as a base hit. And unfortunately for Breslow, he got his glove down there and turned a routine grounder to short into a tough play. And the Phillies still fighting hard.
6 consecutive hits. That pitch is outside. Blanco, Rollins, Spot, Wigington, Victorino, Ruiz, Mayberry. Now here's Galvis, who takes a strike. And Rollins spotted was Nix with the hit. And remember, in the 8th inning, Orr doubled, Pierre singled. So there were 2 hits in succession to end the 8th inning.
Yeah, how big is that out at the plate right now?
Bouncing ball out to third, it's flagged. Ransom one on to first. What a turn at second base by Aaron Hill.
And a nice job by Ransom. Just taking his time, making a good throw, and getting what is now a huge double play ball. Watch him take his time, make sure he makes a good throw. A perfect feed, and then hanging in there, Aaron Hill, just ahead of the speedy Galvis. And now Diamondbacks can breathe a little easier.
Ground ball, Hill again. The Diamondbacks hold on. They put away the Philadelphia Phillies. They move back above 500, Arizona does. Wade Miley, the story in this one. Don't forget about that with the craziness in the last inning or so. Miley with 6 shutout innings, and for Miley, 6-2 in his major league career. Most runs and hits in a game this season for the Diamondbacks as they win it by a score of 9-5. High fives all around, and again, Breslow locked it down. Ziegler was good in relief. Baladejo good as well. Joe Patterson certainly struggled. But the Diamondbacks are returning to their winning ways. Let's step aside. After this commercial break, we'll come back. It's our CenturyLink post-game show. They're ready to go out in right field.